Yo, train dorks, who takes care of you? Taking care of you before I even say, here we are with Noming Shopping Plaza. Go with Forrest Scoot. Let's see. That guy's wearing a top hat. That guy is wearing shorts, a tank top, and a top hat. Fashion icon. His fashion icon must be Dr. Demento. Anyway, we're going with Forrest Scoot. And today, we're going, you know what? We're going to go past this Wawa. Look at this. This Wawa is kind of new. This whole shopping plaza, maybe less than a decade old. And the Wawa gas station, and most of the Wawas now being built, they're being built with gas stations. And one of the perks of the Wawa gas stations is they have free air. You go over there and you got free air for your car. And usually the air pumps are always broken. Again, there is an air pump near here at a 7-Eleven. I think it's like $2, but you gotta have quarters. If you don't have quarters, they take a debit card, and then it's like $2.50. So it's all about how much is your time worth. You could go driving up and down Aramingo Avenue looking for a free air pump, or who has $2 in quarters ever? Okay. Hey, we're going Forrest Scoot. And today, where are we going? Oh, we're gonna count. We're gonna go to the Frankfurt terminal. Oh, maybe, I don't know. I didn't realize it was my the weather person who lives in my iPad is very bad. They're not a good weather person. Because earlier today they said nothing but rain. We're dead. Film the dead. Woo! No, it's okay. No, you good? Are you good? Because I'm good. Are you okay? Okay.
I was not the helper trying to hit me, but you was crossing the street.
I know, we had a green light, right? Yeah. Crossing. I'm sorry, I just died. Oh. It's about to rain. It's about to rain. I can feel it in my back. Oh, it hurts. It hurts bad. Go this way. Anyway, the weather person who lives in my iPad, he told me, he said it's going to rain all day. I don't think it rained at all. And then I looked at my phone. And then it said, hey, it's not going to rain at all today. So I didn't really make a content thing. I was like, I got to make a video. Okay, now we're laughing at death. Now we're just laughing at death. Oh, are they digging up this neighborhood too? Hey, we're going to try to go to the Frankfurt terminal. That's where we're going. If we make it there alive, who knows? You know, I have a rule with Cheryl, Mrs. Captain. If I die in the video, she's supposed to post it, right? Yeah, if I die, if I get hit by a car or get shot, which is a possibility on where this scoot's going. Yeah, we're supposed to post that video. Right? You've been along for the ride so long, you might as well be there until the end of the Truman Show. There we go. So right now we're going into the, this rainstorm's really screwing with my back. Boy, this guy, you know what this guy did? He was sick of helping his friends move. He was just like, no, I don't have a pickup truck no more. I just have a very small car. I'm not helping you move no more. Oh. All right. Going up here. This is one of my hidden gems of Philadelphia is this cemetery. I think it's Mount Sinai Cemetery. A lot of the famous and successful and just the ordinary people are buried here. It's a Jewish cemetery. Department store owners, the Gimbel family, the Litt brothers, they're buried here. This is the mausoleum to this, or not the mausoleum, the synagogue to this cemetery, built by Frankfurt. Oh, my back hurts. Oh, dude. She was trying to beat the light, she said to me. That's nice. Is you okay? Love this building. Yeah, now, because of the people who are buried in this cemetery, I think there's like some type of fund. And they maintain the grounds here at this cemetery. It's no other cemetery looks this good. They have people who come by and they clean the headstones. They actually pressure wash or power wash the headstones, and they do it all throughout the cemetery, especially around here. This is like the Millionaire Row. I think this is where the Litt brothers are buried. This is the Snellingberg. They were a retail family, right? No, it's Rosen. But if you go in this direction for about 4 blocks, you'll be at the Frankfurt Transportation Center. Not a. It's a pretty bad. Well, I don't know if it's. I'll do a lap. I'll tell you my vibe my vibe check or my sketch meter. That's what I call it. Whenever I go somewhere, I have a sketch meter, and when it starts getting like, I have like a spidey sense where I'm like, oh, you better get the hell out of here. I'll tell you what my spidey sense is. I've filmed videos at Frankfurt Terminal where, I've gotten yelled at by people who were selling things they probably shouldn't be selling in public. If you know anything about media and broadcasting, you probably heard of the Paley Center or Paley Broadcasting, or anyway, this guy here, there's a building in Temple named after this man. I think it's Samuel Paley. His son started CBS Broadcasting. Might have even done like the 60-minute thing. Was part of that, and I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, this is the Paley family plot, and they were made a lot of money selling cigars, and then they got into broadcasting. They did a little bit of Philadelphia radio, and then they started doing CBS nationwide. California, there's a theater called the Paley Theater, the Paley Center. You can see this. They're in the middle of cleaning this memorial. All right. So here we are. This is the grave of Frank Binswanger and Elizabeth Binswanger. Frank, if you live in the state of Pennsylvania, we have a thing called the State Store. And that's where you buy your hard liquor and wine. You can only buy them in states. The laws are changing now in Pennsylvania. But it was Frank's idea, back when the Depression was going on, to buy up all the banks and have the state store the liquor in the old bank vaults. And they were called state stores because that's where you bought the liquor, and the state ran them, and they were old banks. Anyway, that was Frank's idea. Also, Christmas cards, family Christmas cards. the annual Christmas card where you take a picture of your family and then you get them and you're like, I don't know what to do with this. I save them. I have a little box of all the Christmas cards of my family that still do that tradition. But anyway, the Binswanger family, it was Frank. He started that tradition in the 40s or 50s with his kids. That's my favorite story about, I mean, you know, it's not my favorite story. It's that's like, out of all the, like, holy God, that guy started that holiday tradition. That's like, everybody, you know what, though, I do think that's kind of dying. Used to be a thing to do. Now, you know, everything's digital, so now you just everything is instantaneous. No need for the photo. But there's another holiday tradition that started. Man, is this bigger than the annual Christmas? I think it is bigger than the annual Christmas card. And what we're talking about is the Thanksgiving Day Parade. The annual Thanksgiving Day Parade. I'm looking for the holly trees. That was started by the Gimbel family. If you look for the two holly trees, you will find the family plot of the Gimbel family. And Bernard Gimbel was the son of one of the other Gimbels. And Dad Gimbel started the Gimbel department store. His kids kind of made the franchise go up to, I think it started like in St. Louis, somewhere Midwest. And then the sons took it to the East Coast. Bernard Gimbel started the Thanksgiving Day Parade over 100 years ago. And the very first Thanksgiving Day Parade was at the Gimbel department store in Philadelphia, not New York. Has nothing to do with Macy's. Gimbel's. And what does he get for a reward? Every 6 to 8 months, I will come by and make a YouTube video screaming that he started the parade. Meanwhile, his brothers who helped him, you know, expand the department store, they're like, yeah, geez, no recognition for us at all. Yeah. Very, very cool cemetery. This is one of those, I wish they had like a tour or like a map. I wish more people would come here and appreciate. You know, a lot of people do come here and, like, I don't know if they walk their dogs, but they, you know, people walk here. And because if you go down like 3 or 4 blocks in the direction I'm going to be going, it's a really bad, well, it was a really bad drug intersection. Right there, that's the plot for Henry Publicker. And he owned a liquor company, and they made the liquor right off of Delaware Ave, kind of near where IKEA was, I think. I got to figure out where his factory was. Anyway, he died, and when he died, he had like $100 million, and I think his will was like the first will to ever be publicly disputed, because like it went to like a secret person who nobody knew in the family. So here we are. We're at the Frankfurt Transportation Center. That are going walk around here for a little bit. During COVID, I didn't have a car. My car was broken down. And I traveled mostly by scooter or bike. And I spent a lot of time in this area during COVID. One of my favorite places to go. Oh, turn around. We drink a lot of coffee in my house. And I would always go here to this, I think it was a CVS or a Walgreens. I feel like it was a Walgreens. And this parking lot was a great place for, like, if I had to pick up one of the kids after school, or if Mrs. Captain had to get me. And then this was Church's Chicken. And then it became Oh My God Hot Chicken. And I'm not sure if Oh My God Hot Chicken is coming soon, or is already come and go, but it used to be Church's Chicken. Here's the sign, it says Frankfurt, welcome. There you go. Over here is Cedar Hill Cemetery. It's a pretty cool cemetery. Really nice Civil War memorial just beyond the gate there. Look at this, my friend. Is it a bus? Is it a trolley? My friend, what you're looking at is a bus trolley, but right now it's running as a bus because the trolley poles are not connected. Wow. What an exciting time to be alive. All right, here's the Frankfurt Transportation Center. I always called it Bridge and Pratt growing up. Across the street, you got a strip of stores, cell phone stores, another cell phone store. They got a state store, a wine and spirit store, a sneaker store, a rainbow store. It looks like it's about 20 buses that stop here, right? You got 20 buses that stop here. You can go anywhere, pretty much anywhere in the city from here. If you take the L, which is the train, right up there, you go in the center city up to Upper Darby. You can take that 66 bus, go past the Mayfair Business Shopping District, or Mayfair Business Improvement District. That's what it's called. And go shop those stores and check out the statues. And then you got the 67 bus. You got the D bus, right? The D bus goes directly up Roosevelt Boulevard, and it only stops at like 4 stops. It gets you real quick up to the Neshaminy Mall. Big rush to get there before it closes. We're going down the way of the bus trolley. There we go. Is it a bus? Is it a trolley? Well, right now, my friend, that's a bus trolley. You know what we're going to do real quick? We have a large gaggle of buses. What do they call a flock of buses? A convoy? A convoy of buses? What's your favorite bus movie? Right? Speed, obviously. Right? What else? What else? What's another good bus movie? So, you see that sign? The sign on the bus says Route R is now Route 82. So this is now the 82 route. If you came here, oh look, they didn't update the sign. So the sign on the bus, it says R.
Caution, bus is turning.
It should say 82 here, but the bus itself says 82 in R. So if you're not confused, you know, God bless you, 'cause I'm confused. When you look at this billboard for Top Dog Law, who has the best radio commercials for any law firm in Philadelphia. But look at that. It's like the word. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Bigger. It just looks like he's. I don't know. It's. I don't know why I don't like it. I just don't like it. It's just. There's too many lawyer advertisings. And I figured that out. I figured out why there is nothing but lawyer advertisings everywhere. And that's because it's free money. Look at, oh, it's a bus wash. Oh, wow, how exciting. All right, there's a law firm right there on the back of that bus, Morgan & Morgan. That's the... R is the 82, so there goes Demand Rand, right? What is that? What is this? Payday! Which one would you go with? The guy grinding his teeth, or Demand Rand, where it just says payday? And then I think I'm going with Rosenbaum. Get paid fast. I like that. They don't have to. Is the owner on? Do we have a picture? Ah, shit. I was going to say, I like him because he's not egotistical and puts himself on the side of the bus. Spoke too soon. Win big. You know what? He wins. He has the best advertising. Rosenbaum injury law. I hope you don't get hurt, but if you do get hurt, you call that guy. See, when you give yourself a billboard, right, and you got all that teeth, that's what's going to happen. He knew that was going to happen. Oh, no, actually, somebody didn't black that out. Somebody took the time to carve them out. Payday! Oh, that's the other guy. There it is, Top Dog Law. Agnes, I hurt myself at work. Get me a phone number of a lawyer. Please, make sure to use a dog's head in the advertising. Thank you, Agnes. This is the end of the line for the L train. Boy, it smells like New York over there. Or it looks like New York. Well, looks and smells. Hashtag, we're near dumpsters. So it's hashtag trash. Right here's the parking lot. We don't need to go in there. We already saw the trains. Look at this. Oh, that's the 20 bus. Now, the 20 bus, I took that many a times to the Franklin Mills Mall. Took that to my grandmom's house near the Northeast Airport. The 20 bus. SEPTA, which is Philadelphia's, well, not Philadelphia, Southeast Pennsylvania. It's their transportation bus line that goes around. They're in deficit a lot. Like, I think a lot. I don't know the exact figure. And they're going to have to cut certain buses and like not only like that bus there, the 66, I feel like one of them goes down Frankfurt Ave once every 5 minutes, or every 10 minutes. And, you know, that's not going to be as frequent. Also, there's like a bus that goes in my neighborhood, the 73 bus. They're going to just completely disband that bus line, inconveniencing maybe 2 old ladies who live in Port Richmond. I don't know. I mean, I never see anybody on that bus. But it's... Oh, this is a... Yeah, so anyway, that could... like, if SEPTA's already not great, and if we make it worse, it's going to really hurt the city. You need the L running the center city. I think like 900,000 people a day use that train. Or maybe it might be a week. Anyway, it's a lot of people. Speaking of a lot of people, there's a lot of dead people here at these 4 corners. There's the Cedar Cemetery. I'm not 100% sure if it's true, but I hear that this is like the only intersection in the country that has 4 different cemeteries. So that's the North Cedar Hill Cemetery. That's the Cedar Hill Cemetery. That's some old Catholic cemetery. And then across the street is a Jewish cemetery. There we go, just so you know. It's fighting season. JT Bermuto. There's Kyle Schwarber. There's Ranger. Alec Bohm. So the bus, is it a trolley? That, my friend, is a bus trolley. This is, what's the Noming Park? This land was given to the city by a guy named Robert Cornelius. And he was real big in the photography. And he had like a house, I think it was somewhere around here. And he was one of the people who helped develop the film of the first photograph. And the first photograph in the United States was in Philadelphia at Central High School. And then the very first selfie, listen to this, the very first selfie was taken by Robert Cornelius, probably in this property right here. Oh, I don't know where he took the photo, but the guy lived here. So here we go, let's turn it around. That's enough of that. But that's Robert Cornelius, the first selfie ever. I don't think the term selfie, I don't think he said, hey, look at this, I took a selfie. It's a very nice park. Nice basketball courts, they have playgrounds. Many baseball fields, although I do feel like the baseball fields, I don't feel like they get used very often here. Field. The soccer field gets used all the time. But I don't think I ever see anybody playing baseball. Ugh. And they have these trails back here. Pretty quiet. And we're about 2 blocks from the busy transportation, the Frankfurt Transportation Center, where all those buses and stuff is. Got a trail here. You could probably, me and Rick the puppy could probably spend the day in here. Uh-oh. Woo, watch this. Oh, good thing I threw my back out earlier. Okay. I didn't realize how massive the trails were inside this park. I usually just scoot around this park. I never really go inside too often. Oh, shit. I used to go to this bar called the Family Inn Lounge, and that was in Longcrest. And this bar is the Family Inn Tavern. I think it was owned by the same person. And it's like the definition of a dive bar. And my favorite bartender back when I was first starting off as an alcoholic, her name was Cass. And the last time I saw her, she was bartending here. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. St. Patrick's Day in the window. That's not a good sign. Oh, and that's probably from last Super Bowl. But that's the Family Inn Tavern. Let me get a picture of it. That's a shame. And then down here you have Johnny's Italian restaurant. I hear the food in here is really good. And then next to there is a bar, like a craft bar. Yeah, this is Daly's Pub at Cinco de Mayo. I was wondering why. I was like, oh, this bar's pretty packed for a Monday. Here we go. Mutant Brewing. They got $3 Michelob Ultras. This is another bar. When I first started getting into craft beers, I would come here and get craft beers. Nice little spot. And the Italian restaurant, like I said, next to this bar is pretty good. I think they're owned by the same guy. All right, this is Harbison Ave. And we're going to work our way back. Work our way back to the supermarket. Gotta go grocery shopping. Right here is a Wawa. A lot of the Wawas around this area closed down. And they're closed. I think they just closed 2 more recently. Yeah, that's going. And then this was another bar. Did I mention I had a drinking problem? This is another bar I went to once in a while. I had a friend who was a musician, and I would go and watch him perform. All right, and now we're in the Tacony section, getting up close to Tarsdale Avenue. This is cool. It's my favorite one. I love this one. This guy has a sea monster on his front lawn. This is Tarsdale Avenue. Back in the, a while back it was a big shopping district. I mean, there's still stores here. A lot of restaurants. Got a washer and dryer place. What they call laundromat. So I'm going to get too technical. I call them washer and dryer places. Look at this. Sweet Creations. Cake and candy. My buddy Patsy, he Look, Pat, they boarded up your apartment window. Look up to your old apartment. That's Patsy's old apartment. This is the Prime Deli. Sammy's Big A Smoke Shop. It used to be Giuliano's Deli. Giuliano's had this thing where you buy your lunch meat. I think everything was $3.99 a pound. You get ham, cheese, everything's $3.99, $2.99 a pound. Roast beef. Yeah, Giuliano's. Surprisingly, when you sell discount meat at discount prices, you don't. They were open for a while. They were a thing for a while. Boy, I wonder what the price would be today. What would it probably be $5.99 a pound? Would probably be the cheap discount meat price.